guys, welcome back to another movie review. Today we are reviewing Firestarter. Yes, Firestarter is the new movie starring Zac Efron. It is a remake from apparently 1984. There's a movie, the same name. I've never even heard of it, never seen it, didn't go back and watch it, can't be bothered, but apparently it is a remake. It is based on a Stephen King novel, which does bring with it some very good things because Stephen King is well known for things like, The Shining, we've got Doctor Sleep. They are Stephen King novels as well as It as well, so he's got a bit of a name for himself in the horror space, or I wouldn't really call this a horror, this is more of a thrillery, action-y type of thing. But right off the bat, I just watched this movie and I hated it. It was awful, really boring, didn't have much going for it at all. The only thing really that was, I guess, driving this from a marketing point of view was the fact that Zac Efron was starring in this movie. And I will say I don't think Zac Efron did a bad job. There was a few other actors in this movie, but I can't remember their names. It is one of those films that is just, I don't know why. I don't know why this movie was remade. Why they decided to do this, I don't know. I get the gist of what the first one was like. I don't really need to. I don't really have any interest in watching the first one, especially if they feel like that they need to remake it. The first one is probably meant to be worse than this one, you would think. But anyways, it is one of those things. As I say, Zac Efron's performance for me wasn't a bad performance. It just wasn't very well executed. Written, budget-wise, it only had like $10 million. Really low budget for a movie like this thing. 92 minutes long, again, in itself is really short, and I think that includes the full-on credits. So it's basically like 85-minute long movie, which is really short, really fast-paced, and it doesn't hang about. The plot, though, basically Zac Efron's playing a father, and his daughter is, she's born and she has this power that she can, start fires and just, she has to learn to control her powers. She goes to school, obviously, gets picked on, she gets angry, and then she starts a fire. That type of thing is what it's about. Did it need to be told? No, I don't really understand why this movie was made. And I get that, the story is a good story, and like I said, Stephen King probably did write a really good novel of this, but the execution to this movie has just been really, really bad, and that could be down to the fact that there wasn't much budget put against it, It's one of those. Even all the effects and stuff look really, really bad. The fire just didn't really look that great. There was also a lot of shots where it just jumped certain cuts because they didn't want to put in the special effects. You kind of just, saw the fire, but not actually the person getting burnt because they didn't want to create the special effects for it. So there was a lot of that going on. Obviously, the budget could only take them so far, and it didn't really make sense. I do have something that I did like in the movie, though, and that was the soundtrack, the score. The height channels in the thing were really, really good as well. I really enjoyed the effects and stuff like that. The music was actually done by John Carpenter, who actually did the scores for Halloween in 2018, as well as the 2021 Halloween Kills movie, as well as all the old Halloween films. He's well known for horror soundtracks, so that was a good thing. There was good elements in there from a sound point of view. I think this will be a really good Dolby Atmos track on the 4K Blu-ray and all that type of stuff, but it will not be a pickup at all. I wouldn't even buy this for £2 if it was in Kex. I would never watch this film again. I wouldn't recommend anyone watch this film, and to be honest, it's probably one of the worst films I've seen this year, if not this decade. It's really, really bad. Rating it wise, I'm going to rate it a 1.5 out of 10. Very, very low. I have to give it a 1.5 out of 10 because of the sound. That was all I really enjoyed in the film. But as I say, a £10 million movie nowadays just doesn't get you anywhere. You're not going to get a good movie. You're not. You need to write it well. That's the first thing you've got to do in any movie. The effects, you can kind of whatever. If the effects don't look great, they don't look great. But if you write a movie well, then you can achieve a good film. And for me, this film just wasn't written very well. They may have spent the budget in wrong areas, whereas if they made the film a bit longer and had a bit less CGI effects or whatever, then maybe, this could have been a bit better. The whole plot is very good in terms of, the girl setting fire. It could have been done differently, if not a TV series, but in this format, with this cast, and with this budget, it's just not going to do well, and it just didn't. So yeah, if I was you, I would give it a miss. You're not missing much at all. But there it is, guys. There is my review of Firestarter starring Zac Efron. Let me know your thoughts down below if you've seen the movie or if you've seen the original. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think I should go back and watch the original? Let me know, and if you do, then I will. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.